What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So I wanted to make this video to just say, if you're a NoFap or you're trying to do NoFap, it's not easy. I want to let you know that it's not easy. And if you're struggling, I can relate to that. Many other men can relate to that. Because let's keep it real, it's not easy. I remember back in the days when I would say to myself, one more time, just one more time. Well, of course, that wasn't the last time. There would be another time and another time and another time. There would always be one last time. And you make excuses. You make excuses to yourself in order to validate your sexual gratification, to rationalize your sexual gratification. And this can evolve into a perpetual cycle, which is dangerous and leads you on a long, long journey to nowhere. But I want to just say this, it's not easy. You have to fight subconscious, powerful, primitive urges. When I say primitive, many people may get this twisted. So let me just make sure I set the record straight. When I say primitive, I'm talking about your instinctual, innate, biological hardwiring, your primitive instincts. It's a primitive instinct to want to drink water. It's a primitive instinct to want to eat food. It's a primitive instinct to want to have sex. These are your primitive biological default mode urges, necessities, and needs. It doesn't mean stupid or, primate or anything like that. I'm just referring to basic biological needs. It's very hard to go against it, It's very hard, if you haven't fasted before, it's going to be hard because you have to fight, you have to get over the hill, with the biological necessity to want to eat food. But once you're over that hill, you adapt, your body adapts. If you are trying to eat less food so that you can lose weight or whatever goals you may have, it's not going to be easy at first. If you're trying to quit choking the chicken, then you're going to have to, and it's a habit that you've consistently been doing, you're going to have to get over the hill because your body's going to be expecting something, but you're trying to deny your body what it's been used to. So it's not easy, but once you've got over the hill, it becomes a lot easier. I don't even think about it. Very seldom do I think about choking the chicken, and that's because I'm at a stage where I've gone long periods without. But it wasn't always like that. But here's the thing, it gets easier. So, if you're one of those guys who you tried it for a couple days, honestly, I can imagine some of you guys trying it for a couple days. I think I used to go maybe 2 or 3 days. So you go a couple days and then you feel you have to do it and you mess up. Don't beat yourself up. Be annoyed, sure, but just jump straight back on it. Just jump straight back on it. If you go a week after only going a couple days, that's great, because it shows that you've progressed. It's not an overnight thing. You might get the odd guy who can just say, do you know what, I'm going to stop choking the chicken. And then that's it, they never do it again. In fact, I'd say that's going to be the vast minority. I'd say that's going to be a very small minority. The vast majority of us are going to struggle at first. Stick with it. Stick with it, because once you're over the hill, it gets easier. And then when you start receiving all the benefits, once the benefits start accumulating, you won't want to jump back on it. Once you start having better mental clarity, you're not going to want to jump back on it. Once you start having better physical benefits such as athletical performance, you're not going to want to jump back on it. When you start getting a deeper voice, when you start having faster facial hair growth, thicker, fuller facial hair, when women start paying you more attention, you're not going to want to jump back on to PMO and choking the chicken. Because humans innately are incentivized beings. Humans are motivated by incentive. No one goes to work for nothing. No one talks to a woman for nothing. A man don't talk to a woman for nothing. A woman don't talk to a man for nothing. You don't apply yourself to anything with no end result in mind, even if that end result's just having fun. So humans are innately motivated by incentive. And therefore, once you start receiving those benefits, you're not going to want to jump back on it, because your subconscious mind is going to associate going on PMO with negative connotations, such as brain fog, such as being more tired, such as having, skin. I've noticed my skin is a lot clearer now that I've jumped on this NoFap. You're going to have, oily skin when your skin's not as pleasant when you're on NoFap. So your subconscious mind, which is always working 24/7, even when your conscious mind is asleep, is going to be taking notes and is going to be associating PMO with negative connotations, and then that's going to override the dopamine hit that your subconscious associates it with, and then your brain is going to rewire itself, and then it becomes easier. So keep at it. It's not easy. You might mess up along the way. I messed up along the way, but I'm at a stage now where I can confidently just be on it. Be on this NoFap thing. I don't even think about it as being on NoFap. I just go about my day. Very seldom do I think about choking the chicken. Very seldom. And even then, it's not a hard thing to override, because it's been so long now. So let me know what you think about what I spoke about in this video. Let me know your struggles if you're comfortable doing so. If you're not comfortable doing so, I get that. Just have a think. And just give me your overall thoughts and feedback, and they're valued. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video, and I'll see you on the next video.